sorry, 13th. Aaron Ford, 14. Jonah Ramirez, 15. Ulysses Armendariz at 16. Austin Ford at 17. Blake Jr. Minor at 18. Eli Callan at 19. Talon Powers at 20. Keegan Willis at 21. Aiden Gomez at 22. Jonathan Warndell at 23. And Rolando Costilla at 24. And so we will set up now as the runners start taking their positions over there at the starting line. They will line up. And that was the sound of the starter pistol as they take off now. Coming out of the gate quickly are the runners. As they start closing in here. And a fast and furious start out of the boys here. It's a little like Dylan Thompson is closing in on that one spot. As they come around the bend. As they get around that first 300 as they head to the conclusion of the first lap again. That is Dylan Thompson leading the way for the 10 and under boys here for this timed finals. And Thompson keeping a nice steady pace here. His stride hasn't lessened up since he began, or since that pistol went off. And so he came out of the gates at about the same pace he's running right now. So he's doing a very good job of making sure he holds on in front of the pack. Closing in on him, however, will be Adriel Lujan, as well as Sebastian Cabello. Apologies, everyone. It looks like we had an equipment malfunction, but we are back out and looking at the racers here. Again, we apologize for the technical difficulties, but it is an early morning, and some of this equipment tends to not be very cooperative. But we got everything under control now. As it looks like we have a new runner in first place here as we get around on this third lap. As Adriel Lujan is there in first. And right behind him is Cade Lewis with Dylan Thompson there in that third spot. But again, as I mentioned earlier, Thompson keeping the same stride, same pace, but slowing down a little bit here on this third lap. As Lujan leads the pack now. So those are your top three runners so far. They head down the straightaway here. There's Lujan. Is holding steady. And looks like he may be passed up here. But the bell is rang, and now the final lap is underway. And so again, Lujan there in first, and Lewis there in second, with Thompson right behind them in third as we get to the final 200. So Lujan in first as his final 100 comes up. But right behind him is Cade Lewis sprinting down that 100, trying to catch him. But Lujan keeping a good steady pace as he's coming down. Thompson right behind him. But Thompson's got two kids right behind him, and both of them will take as it's a race for third. And we will look at the results here. Lujan taking first place representing West Texas with a run of 6 minutes and 1 second. Lewis finishing second, and in third from the come from behind victory is Nathan Hendricks, as he will be on the medal stand with a run time of 6 minutes and 5 seconds. Lewis just 1 second better at second place. And then behind Hendricks will be Tyler Darcy in fourth and Dylan Thompson in fifth. As the results continue to fly in here, and as the runners continue to get across the finish line, we'll continue to give you a glimpse of the results as they get concluded here. As the last runner gets set to come across the finish line. And so the clock will stop. Just a hair shy of what we got up here. Either way, again, Adriel Lujan takes the victory with Cade Lewis behind him, Nathan Hendricks in third, Tyler Darcy in fourth, and again, Dylan Thompson in fifth. In sixth was Sebastian Cabello